Usually, one charges into the ring with no holds allowed. Unexpectedly, he is refuting Jennifer Hudson's accusations and bringing up some startling new ones of his own. Claims that Jennifer is not the perfect woman she presents herself as are common. Oh no, he's bringing her ugly side to light for everyone to see. He's portraying Jennifer as a cunning scam artist, saying that she instantly took advantage of him, much like she supposedly did with her former lover, David Otunda. But hold on, because this gets very juicy. Common is releasing bombshell after bombshell, claiming that Jennifer masterminded a devious scheme to win over people by revealing a private film that she and a producer co-produced. Can you possibly believe this boldness? Jennifer is seen by Common as not only evil but downright demonic. He is removing the well-preserved exterior that has concealed a darker, more menacing side of her nature that has always existed. So grab a seat, because this debate is about to become rather intense. Who knows how this Hollywood drama will play out when the charges pile up and the facts starts to come out. One thing is certain, though. Common isn't going down without a fight, and he's willing to spill all the tea in the book to salvage his reputation. Jennifer Hudson and Common appear to be having problems, thus a separation announcement may be forthcoming. Even though they had been expressing fondness for one another for the previous year, things took a significant turn when Common put in a proposal. Jennifer said no. After he was rejected, Common lost it and approached Jennifer, calling her a liar and a waste of time. It seems that Common is now the one feeling let down, rather than the other way around. It appears that Jennifer has followed the advice of many who were worried about her relationship with Common, as she is beginning to notice some warning signs in their relationship. Jennifer's life doesn't seem to be going well. She seems to be reconsidering her connection with Common with greater caution. They started dating in 2022 as a result of their romantic feelings being sparked by their working together on the film Breathe. Unquestionably, there was an immediate appeal, according to insiders. Since Jennifer is renowned for maintaining a low profile in her relationships, she attempted to downplay the connection by saying that they were just friends. Since Jennifer is well known for concealing her connections, she first tried to minimize the problem by claiming that they were simply friends. They had been pals for a very long time. After the day shoot concluded, things took a romantic turn during their July filming in Philadelphia. That they would help each other just appeared to be natural. Since Jennifer is well known for concealing her connections, she first tried to minimize the problem by claiming that they were simply friends. People write their own stories about it. According to her, he was the actor that I married in a movie that we both shot. In between these times, we ate meals. The idea that they were just friends was rapidly refuted by them, especially considering that they were frequently sighted together long after the gunshots had ceased. Common went above and beyond, traveling to London for Jennifer's musical A Strange Loop's debut. People who seen them together believed that their bond went beyond just friendship. They kept us in the dark until a few months ago, when, according to a source, they disclosed their connection on Jennifer's program, and Common disclosed their relationship. Even if many others had other opinions, we believed the relationship was ended at that moment. All of it had to do with Common's past connections with women, particularly those who were well known in the business. In the video, he did admit that he had a thing for strong, well-known ladies. Besides, he wasn't just talking about Jennifer. He has a history of pursuing attractive women. Despite months of conjecture about their relationship, their closeness is apparent as they took a plane all the way to London together. To prevent any disruption, they came to the concert apart from the audience but out of sight. For a long while, they got along well. When they finally confessed to one another on Jennifer's show a few months ago, their affair became well known. According to Common, they were in a relationship. Many were dubious despite the fact that it appeared like their relationship was established at the time, largely because of Common's previous relationships with women, especially those who were well known. Given his past, it's clear from his comments in the video that he was drawn to powerful, attractive women in general rather than simply Jennifer. Among the well-known celebrities he has dated are Tiffany Haddish, Taraji P. Henson, Erykah Badu, Serena Williams, and others. As a result, he's gained a reputation for being a flirt and a playboy, which irritates many people about Jennifer's relationship with him. Considering that Common has a history of amicably splitting up with his ex-girlfriends, they felt she deserved better. For example, he first attempted to blame their hectic schedules for his breakup with Tiffany Haddish. However, Tiffany stated that Common shocked her by saying, "It was the healthiest, funnest relationship I've ever had," when they decided to end their relationship. "Out of all the relationships I've had, this is the one where I felt the safest. I think this relationship has run its course," he said, to which I replied, "Okay, so you're going to be a 50-year-old single man, okay?" No mutual separation occurred. Once more, this raised doubts about their relationship among the public, and some that Jennifer proceed with caution. But when news got out that Common had proposed to her, the story took an unexpected turn. It was unexpected since Common was thought of as the kind of guy who would never get married. To the surprise of everybody, Jennifer turned down his proposal and chose not to wed him. Many were taken aback by this as they thought Jennifer was genuinely in love with him and would happily accept his proposal. She did, however, seem apprehensive about the partnership. Radar Online publications claim that Hudson's personal history of sorrow is another factor fueling her anxiety. This past demonstrates Jennifer's hesitation to wed Common straight away. She probably became cautious in relationships after her turbulent breakup with David Otunga. It was clear that Otunga was deeply affected by her charges of manipulation, domestic abuse, and other disturbing conduct. After their engagement ended, she stayed unmarried until she started dating Common, dedicating herself to raising her kid. Common's reputation as a playboy and her past troubled relationships with men make it understandable that she would find it challenging to accept the role of Mrs. Common. Insiders, this past demonstrates Jennifer's hesitation to wed Common straight away. She probably became cautious in relationships after her turbulent breakup with David Otunga. It was clear that Otunga was deeply affected by her charges of manipulation, domestic abuse, and other disturbing conduct. Prioritizing her son's needs over her own, she broke off the engagement and stayed unmarried until she started dating Common. Common's reputation as a playboy and her past troubled relationships with men make it understandable that she would find it challenging to accept the role of Mrs. Common. Insiders have made similar suggestions. Jennifer made the terrible decision to call it quits on her engagement. It's just not going to work out for her. But when Common entered her life, she instantly fell in love. Common remains loyal to his wife despite having a number of high-profile affairs in the past. However, Jennifer didn't want to begin over with a shattered marriage. During her 9-year engagement, she had similar feelings. It seems that Common took it personally when Jennifer turned down his proposal. Insiders claim that Common is enraged and hurt by Jennifer's rejection. He seems to have expected that Jennifer would happily accept his proposal because their relationship was going well. He felt tricked into thinking that being engaged and married was the next logical step for them. Tension arises between Common and Jennifer since they don't seem to have the same objectives. Common is feeling a little disappointed and irritated, even if everyone is applauding Jennifer for delaying marriage for a short while. Common thinks it's a waste of time since he doesn't intend to do it. "How are you doing, girl?" Jennifer is beginning to see those warning signs. He's a man's interpretation of Lori Harvey. Ladies, just have fun and don't do it. Common commitment difficulties. In the end, Jennifer must choose the type of relationship she desires with Common. She may decline his proposal if she wasn't sure she wanted to get married. Relationships are difficult because each person has different limits and motivations for being in them. Only Jennifer and Common can decide whether or not they think Jennifer made the correct choice. What are your opinions on this? Drop your comments below and let your voice be heard. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled and your ears open. You never know what secrets the stars might be hiding.